Alright, so we got our white... suddenly... This is no dream. Your airliner is actually falling out of control. As your flight plummets from the sky, your life passes before your eyes. For a while, you consider that redhead you dated during high school, wondering if there could have been some reason she wanted you to come over to her house that afternoon when her parents were out of town. You figured it's best to wait till her parents get back. Oh, young Larry. But then you consider your performance since you were back at Porn Prod Corp. We all fumble that bag. And how about that Aerodoric Airline magazine? Boy, I wish I had gone to those videos before I left my office. You did. You did. Did I ever finish that dentist receptionist survey? And we didn't give the green card to Chi-Chi. But mostly the redhead. A loudspeaker cracks with a panic-stricken voice. Any passengers with flight experience are urged to report to the cockpit immediately. I feel like we have a little bit. Sell flight simulator software, door to door. Maybe I could help. Oh, stewardess, what's wrong? Not to worry, just the pilot's contract ran out a few minutes ago. He refuses to work without a contract. He's a good union man. It's those corporate goons' fault for scheduling his contract to end at such an inopportune time. Did I mention I used to sell flight simulator software door to door? Get him to the front! That's wonderful, sir. Hurry, follow me down into the cockpit. So many good... Oh, right. Stand by. I'm curious if we can actually crash. Another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. Whatever possessed you to volunteer to land a major aircraft? This is far different from your futile attempt a few years ago when you tried to sell flight simulator software for a major computer game company. Just hit anything! Hit all the damn buttons! It's not letting me! I appreciate these. I turn on the radio. Soft rock, easy listening station. Yep, there you go. Aloe. Wing surface. Let's just go to work. Removing a trace of ice from the hot summer sun-baked flight surfaces. Auxiliary fuel tanks. Main fuel tanks. Fresh cocktail. Autopilot. Yes. You know, the pilot could have hit that at least before his contract ran. The airplane's computer takes over, stopping its spin, leveling out the plane and preventing certain disaster. I love that frozen face right there. How about that? You did it, Larry! I haven't been so proud on airplanes since Sonny Bonds put down that would-be terrorist. Gotta land this sucker. There's the runway, Larry. Steady now. Bring her in carefully. You're coming in too fast. Must be a Boeing. Oh! They really, pad the front of those babies in the 90s. Like a rubber nose. Keep it up longer. All the innuendos, just cram them in. You circle around 180 degrees to try again. This is the time. Gotta make it. There we go. Tight brakes. You did it, Larry. You saved an entire airliner filled with innocent people. Probably a couple dicks on there, but surely you finally gained the respect you deserve. I feel like we get more respect than Roger Wilco. It's a good question. Over the course of both of their series, which of the two protagonists garnered just more disrespect from everyone around them? It's very close. What's this? The now all too expected Chartreuse Carpet Lounge is filled with people, all here to celebrate the country's newest hero, Larry Laffer. I feel like people should know us pretty well by now. We were a big winner on the dating show years ago. We were the winner on the Millionaire for Life, every year for life. Lottery. So tell us, Mr. Laffer, asked a reporter, how does it feel to save lives of hundreds of people? Rather regular Sully Sullenberger there. Where did you learn to fly a commercial airliner? What's the secret of your amazing rescue technique, asks the third. And will you earn extra frequent flyer miles? Before you can answer any questions, you hear a telephone ring. And just to remind you, this is 1990. President at the time was George H.W. Bush. For me, you wonder? No one knows I'm here. Here, take the phone, says the reporter. It's the President of the United States. Gotta love adventure games in the early 90s when you could do anything. Hello? Who is this? asked the voice. My name is Larry Laffer. Well, Mr. Laffner, this is the President of the United States. I just wanted to telephone to express the appreciation of this great nation to you, Larry Lasner, for the heroic deed you just accomplished. Trying to channel my Dana Carvey memories from back in the day. And, of course, take this opportunity to up my approval rating another few points. You know, it never hurts to be seen worldwide on CNN under these circumstances. It's not going to help you, HW. In fact, this may cost you the election in 91, 92. Anyway, what I mean is, getting back on track, you probably didn't know, but the Vice President's mommy was on that airplane you just saved. The Vice President's mommy. By the way, he's still gaining the approval of the great American people. Yes, gaining every month, little by little. Getting better and better. And always soaring. In any case, he's so grateful that he wants you to host a big dinner in your honor here at the White House. He would have called you himself, but it's long distance. Fair enough, Mr. President. So, Laughter, do you think you could stop by the White House, say Tuesday next week, for one of those typical big National Hero of the Week dinners? Think I could work it in my schedule, Mr. President? Put off this America's Next Top Model or whatever this thing was. I'll be there. Do I have to bring a date, you wonder? But to the President you say, I really look forward to meeting you and the First Lady. Oh, sorry, Lasser. I'll be too busy meeting with some important ambassadors or something to attend. But I promise to send the Vice President instead. That's what he's good for. Nice talking to you, Liquor. Good job. And goodbye. Goodbye to you, Miss guess you've hung up. Well, Larry, things did work out for you. Who would have thought that you would get a personal invitation from the President of the United States to attend the big state dinner, especially one in your honor? That part seems realistic. You wonder if they'll have live music. Oh, right. What is the booked entertainment for the White House? The following Tuesday, Tossback Tuesday if you will, our heroine patiently awaits her turn to perform at a White House dinner, while unbeknown to her, our hero approaches the doorway. What an honor for you, Patti. Just look at all the dignitaries here to hear you perform. Well, you presume that's why they're here. They're seated at the table closest to the door, near the piano you will perform upon after dinner. Inspector Desmond sits across from you, chatting with the woman beside him. Where are we? Oh, there we are, over there. Meeting was started with the two men beside you. What a shame the president was too busy to be here. You feel sure he would have loved to meet you. Nice ambient chatter in the background there. A voice rings out from just outside the doorway. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor this evening, fresh from his heroic rescue of an airplane filled with U.S. citizens, including our vice president's mommy, Mr. Larry. Larry Laffer. Well, they got my name right finally. What, you think? Larry? My Larry Laffer? Larry. Patti, it's you. You two remember each other? Very Nixon from the profile right there. What happened to you, Patti? The last I remember we were together on a deck overlooking a lake. Where did you go? Hell, where did I go? Yeah, fill in the gaps, Patti. Larry 4. Oh, you sweet dear, you really don't remember a thing, do you? It's a long story that perhaps I'll tell you someday. But right now, all that matters is that we're together again. Suppose that's true. No, I want to know right now, actually. Fill me in the details right now. Say, Patti, since I had a little trouble finding a date for tonight, why don't you join me on the dais? We can talk about old times. Come on, Inspector Desmond. We're gonna sit at the head table. Patti, hi, Inspector. My name is Larry Laffer. Charmed. Oh, Larry. I guess it really is over. There's the Vice President. Is that his wife or his mommy? Is she here? He looks a little suspect. That gentleman right there. He just accepts the invitation, no questions asked. Would you scoot down a little so your guest of honor can sit down too? We have a chair for us. Kitty chair. Oh, folding chair. Thank you, Secret Service agent. You know, Mr. Vice President, Larry says, you've always been a secret hero of mine. In fact, the Vice Presidency is one office to which I have always aspired to. Mr. Laffer, has anyone ever mentioned to you that we look alike? Mr. Vice President, oh, of course. I'm so proud. Damn it, they're flirting right here. I'm just wasting time with the Vice President. Was that Quail? Before you can talk to Larry or Desmond, you realize that large burly gentleman to your left is already speaking to you. Is Quail the one that couldn't spell potato? And it's fortunate that you're here this evening, as I'm only in town for a short time. Yes, I'm testifying tomorrow on Capitol Hill at the Senate hearings on pornography in the entertainment industry. Oh, really? Say, feigning interest. You've heard of me then, he swells up noticeably. Just staring down her top. Yes, my job is simple. Tomorrow I intend to convince Congress to create tough anti-pornography legislation, tough enough to make the airwaves beaver clean again, just like they were back in the 50s. You love these dinners and being seated next to people who feel their sole mission is to impress you with themselves. Especially a man whose breath is enough to curdle hairspray. That's what we love about Larry. Always has the banaka handy. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Mr. Big, a major West Coast corporate leader. My name is Passionate Patti, you reply. And I bet I can guess how you earned that name, he grins. Ugh. It's like a 10 and a 2. What an obnoxious creep, now he's humming at you. Some familiar song, a love song? Who does he think he's impressing? What is that song? It sounds so familiar. Realizing you were still unimpressed, Big digs in deeper. You know, Patti, may I call you Patti? I find you a very sexy woman. In fact, I've been looking for just such a woman for a new position I recently created. I'll wait for the innuendo to follow up that. Between phrases, he continues to hum that melody. Patti, you seem like a woman interested in quick success. Why don't you be the hostess to my new TV show? For months I've had minions out hunting for the sexiest woman in America, but tonight I've discovered her myself. Just say the word, babe, and the gig is yours. But Larry put so much work into that. At the mention of sexiest woman in America, Larry's head jerks toward Big, his attention riveted on your conversation. Really, Mr. Big, your offer is not interest. Julius, you think, your mind racing. Julius Big, I kind of spoiled that in the first 10 minutes, but Patti, something's wrong, says Larry. He's offering you the job as hostess of America's Sexiest Home Videos, but he has nothing to do with that show. I should know, I do. I was sent by the producer to find... Say, wait a minute, could he be the money behind the show? Julius, you cry, suddenly putting everything together. Desmond, arrest this man. What? You scoundrel, you've been humming the love theme that I wrote for the soundtrack of Larry 4. That song was never published and the recording was never released. There's no way you could know it unless you played Larry 4. Of course, I see it all now. Big, you're the man who hired me to create the music, then erased the floppies to keep from paying me. You're the reason my poor Larry has amnesia. You're the man behind K-Rap and those records. And Julius Biggs, you're the man! But not like that. You're so smart, Patti, screams Big. Let's see you deduce your way out of this. And leaping to his feet, he pulls a revolver and aims it directly at you. Everybody stay away or I'll shoot, shouts Big. Larry cries out, I'll save you, sir. He dives on the vice president. I love it. Let's go back up to Patti, since this is her story right now. We got time enough for one move, gang. It's a good thing I wore that FBI bra, you think, touching your elbows behind your back, which I still can't do. Hell yeah. You're cartoon dead, Biggs. Or is it just Big? Thanks for nothing, Desmond. Congratulations, Patti. You saved the vice president's life. We'll haul this guy down to headquarters right now. He whispers to you under his breath. There goes our weekend together, Patti. I'll be stuck at the office filing paperwork on this lowlife for days. I'm sorry I shoved your face in that custard pie, Mr. Vice President. Austin, get your hand out of that custard pie. You turn to Larry and say, so it looks like I'm free for the weekend. How about you? Assuming you were talking to him, the vice president whispers carefully, so as not to let his wife overhear. Well, yes, perhaps I could set up a little excursion to Camp David. Larry presumes the vice president is being magnanimous. Gee, thanks, he says in a loud voice, and I hope you and the missus get a chance to come along too. Later. Larry, what's that bulge in your leisure suit? Oh, Patti, I know what you mean. Why, those are just some miniature videotapes I recorded while on the road. You probably don't want to watch them. Hey, fun, that'll give us something to watch at Camp David. Oh, no. I just love home movies, chimes in the vice president. Oh, God. Patti, sir, I don't think, never mind. Grab your glasses, everyone, Patti. I propose a toast to us and our wonderful future together. Ah, sad. Very sad. Knowing, to a great weekend. But that would be it. Sorry to spoil it for you, gang, but I think they just decided ultimately that all's well that ends well. Well. That Larry was better off as a womanizing, single-swinging man, and Patti kind of cramps that. He just hosted the gig to his current girlfriend, Silas Screw'em-all. Yeah, that sounds like old Silas. So much for that. America's Sexiest Home Videos went on to become the mega hit of the season, proving clearly that P.T. Barnum was right. Congress never did get around to doing anything to clean up the airwaves. It seems every bill ever submitted somehow turned up mysteriously stuck in committee while they examined the evidence. Plus, John Denver went to bat for all those anti-sex censorship rules and everything. After a lengthy trial that increased tabloid sales nationwide, Julius Biggs was found innocent of all charges related to his incident at the White House dinner. In what was quickly dubbed the custard pie defense, he pleaded temporary insanity due to the high sugar content of those White House desserts and got off with a mild reprimand from the judge and 6 months of mandatory Jenny Craig meetings. Reverse bias soon found himself out of a job when, went bankrupt. Executives realized there's no longer any reason to add subliminal messages to recordings since kids can't figure out how to play their CDs backwards. Can't play it, but sometimes you can like hide a hidden track before I digress. K-Rap became a national sensation when they expanded by buying a small television station outside of Atlanta and a 24-hour satellite channel. They promoted PC Hammer to his new position as the nation's first nude VJ. Their new slogan, KTV, more rap, less rap. There you go. Had to read that for the context. The mob's pornography business continued its steady decline, but they'll find some newer, more profitable investments somewhere. Yeah, don't worry about the mob. They'll figure it out. Piano bars continue to change into karaoke bars, and the entertainment industry remains exactly as honest as it's always been. Sad but true. But all's not lost. Leisure Suit Larry and Passionate Patti are together again. At least for the weekend, right? Yep. Again, it was just, it was just a matter, I think, of where else could you take this story between Larry and Passionate Patti. I think Larry had to be single for these last 2 chapters. And, fantastic games they both are. 2 of the best. I think when I did my ranking of the Leisure Suit Larry series, I think I put 7 as my favorite overall, or what I believe to be the best game in the bunch. Which some people might be like, what? But there you go, the voice of Graham from King's Quest V, Josh Mandel.
Coffee!
Coffee! That would be an excellent time for you to save your game. We have a little surprise in store for you. What, do you? Really? Is it just going to end? I'll go test here. You're just going to kick me out. This is a joke. This is a gag, Al. You did it. You finished the entire game. Congratulations to you from all of us creators. Did a little reward. Since your computer has a DAC, here's a sample player so you can easily hear all the sounds from this game. We hope you enjoy hearing them again.
Oh. Ow. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ow.
Gotta work some of these into Let's Go. Never had this detail before.
Yow!
Remember Al's slogan?
Better babe through technology.
At the end of Space Quest 6 right there. Alright, there you go. Leisure Suit Larry 5. Passionate Patti does a little undercover work right here on Let's Play with Brigands. We'll see you for Leisure Suit Larry 6 next time, but until then, tune in next time for more fun times right here on Let's Play with Brigands. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you. And check the description of this video to see what song is playing right now.